Next, on Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology, finally there is peace in Congress, because they're in recess.
Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. So, let me just do a little refresh here. Hello. And on today's episode, oh, glorious. Word on the street is that the Rudy verdict shows juries aren't going to be very friendly to Trump. And he has another defamation case starting in January. Also this January, looks like Speaker Mikey, he hates everything, is going to have just a little bit of trouble. But sure, you go ahead and try to move forward on an impeachment investigation. You just go ahead. All right, and all right, we have got excellent troll slayers who have kept us safe for years, and we've got a fantastic community because of you. Thank you. Hello, Allison. Hello. It's autumn in the morning. Yeah. Allison's watching from Hawaii. So, all right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. If you're watching on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose, or you can watch back on 1.25 speed. I do that all the time on YouTube. Okay. There's such good stuff. Okay. So you heard how, at 2:20, you heard how Rudy has lost the case, the defamation case, and must part with $148 million. No, I'm sorry. After all the heinous things these people have done, I am thoroughly enjoying this. After all of the frustrations and all the lies and all the cruelty, this is what I've waited for these jerks to be held accountable in a fair court of law. All right. Well, apparently on the right, they are freaking out. Speculation is that Trump should be very worried about the Rudy verdict because it's indicative of where juries' minds are regarding the 2020 election, January 6th, and the aftermath. Are the pundits right? Is this just the beginning? Joel has a karma overload. Heck yeah. And Anna's got some popcorn out. Popcorn emojis laid out. Hello, CC Ryder. All right. Oh, there's a kitty. It's all curled up in Boo Boo's curled up in a Christmas fleece right there. Fleece little blanket. It's just his tail out. Up and around. So, is this fool and his money soon to be parted? Oh, okay. All right. On Midas Touch, they were talking. Popak was it was Ben. It was Ben Mysalis. Ben was talking about how Trump's donors don't actually want to pay for his legal stuff. They'll pay for the Save America garbage, but the That's a super PAC. Now, the PAC that was set up just for legal stuff got about $600,000 total. It got another $1 million. There was one donor who gave $1 million from some kind of trust somewhere, but it's not going very well considering how much he's paid out in legal fees, and to try and defend himself against very reasonable, real charges. But Ben was saying that they have added up all of the money that they know from the disclosures. And Trump has paid so far in legal fees over $130 million in legal fees, including that idiot it gave $900,000 to. But that's a drop in the bucket. That's one guy. What about the other $129 million? Whew. Oh, Valerie said something. So the financial situation is not good in Trump world, and it shouldn't be. Valerie says, I had a dream that 6 to 7 pooties dressed up like Santa were all fighting on a street corner. I woke up laughing. Little Santa fists of fury. That's hysterical. Apple says, I thought Trump didn't pay attorneys. Well, apparently some of them are insisting. That was great. Yeah, this is starting to wear Trump down a bit. But the question is, our jury is going to just hammer this home. Because didn't he lose $5 million in the defamation case with AG Carroll? And now she's taking him back to court for, it was either another $5 million or it was another $10 million. Or was it a total of $10 million or another $10 million? I can't remember. Honestly, there's so much. There's so much. I have trouble keeping it straight. So, burden. They are going to burden the snot out of this guy. Oh. But his big problem is actually criminal. These are big criminal problems. Big criminal charges. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I mean, I've got burden here. But and once Jack Smith goes forward with all the charges and things, there's all kind of stuff, new stuff that's going to come out. What I'm getting here is, yeah, he's definitely being burdened. He's taking advantage of his suckers, but the real thing is criminal, and it's just going to Nemesis report to Trump's criminal trials. Nemesis report to Trump's criminal trial. Thank you. Oh boy. Yes, and Ruby Freeman has said they're not done. There are more people that they are going after, not just Rudy. Bless her. Bless her and her daughter. Lois McDonald says the jury for AG Carroll can now refer to the $148 million precedents in the Giuliani case. You go, E. Jean. Oh, it's so good. But it's criminal. And it's like, whew. Good. Yes, I agree, Joe Liza. Good. All right. At 10:15, I'm going to do this one first. 10:20, because along these same lines, I don't know if he's aware, but it's being reported that Democrats are throwing fundraisers and other events at Trump's old DC hotel, which is no longer Trump's DC hotel. Apparently now it's called the Bazaar. Okay, the Bazaar. Democratic donors, staffers, and lawmakers have thrown fundraisers and holiday parties at the Bazaar. They've popped in for morning coffees and afterward drinks at the hotel bar, where TVs are no longer all tuned into Fox News. The expression that a couple of people used was, "We've turned Trump Tower blue." I mean, it's not Trump Tower, obviously, it's in DC, but says Chip Forrester, a member of the Biden Finance Committee. The group held an event there Thursday. Is this irritating the great grifter? Oh, man. Man, yes, Kelly, how bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre. Oh, this is why I want to go through the news with you. See? 3 of Swords. He's missing out on so much money. 6 of Swords, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Fool, and 4 of Cups. Yeah, he's got bigger problems. To be honest, this feels more like it's actually cathartic for the Democrats. So Valerie Cravat says, this warms my DC loving heart. Glenn Bird says, debtor prisons were abolished long ago, but tax evasion is jailable. True. John France just won the internet today. Hotel karma. Exactly. No, this actually, Trump being forced to leave, it not being a place for Trump world anymore, Democrats moving in, and Trump's not going to get any of this. Oh, Trump, I'm having a drink at your old hotel. Oh, shame you're not getting any money from it. Here, let me pay for that you're not going to get any money from. This is, I don't know how, I don't know that Trump really spends any time thinking about this, but it is healing. It is cathartic and healing for the Democrats in DC. So good on you. All right. Raymond Pascal says, this witch hunt has turned out to be the most successful since the Wizard of Oz. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? He's a bad witch. All right, so. Really? Well, surprise, no one. This will surprise not a single one of us. Not even a little. At 14 minutes in, Trump is already declaring that if he loses in 2024, the election is rigged. Happy birthday, Cosmic Goat Lady. Happy birthday. Will MAGAs take a violent turn this go round, or have they learned their lesson with the January 6th aftermath? So, 2024 election. Let's just hope that I'm just really hoping that we can get Speaker Mikey, he hates everything, out of power before then, considering he signed off on fake if not the fake electors, the not certifying the election. But July 70 says, according to Donald Trump, the Earth going around the sun is rigged. Mrs. Katura says, my husband works by that hotel. He says it's a nice place to have events. He says it looks totally different now. Thank you. You are a sad, small little man. Donald Trump. Howling at the moon. Hello, Justice. I don't know that he's going to get that far. Oh boy, hello. I'm still wondering if they're going to try to get somebody in last minute to take his place. Howling at the moon because of justice. It's an uphill battle, but this is everyone fighting for democracy. The people they call Democrats. And this is major arcana, suspension, and big movement forward. So what you think's going to happen? Big movement forward. The chaos is back here. Let me see if I can get some more information. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. It's not even completely dry yet, so thank you. So, CC Ryder says, I hope the new owner saged that hotel. Is there a sage Febreze? Is there a Febreze with sage in it? Because they could buy it by the truckload. They would need to. Oh, all right, MAGAs. 8 of Wands. They need something to talk about. And you have to keep that in mind over the course of the next year. They're losing on the right. They're not losing everything, but they're losing. And that's why they're freaking out. And they need something to talk about. So to some extent, they're going to try pushing your buttons. Because what else are they going to talk about? Their accomplishments? Trump in court? And right now, I want to say it's Biden, Schumer, and Mikey. Aren't they all negotiating right now about some kind of funding going forward? So Biden's willing to do a certain amount at the border. It's so stupid. As long as Ukraine gets its funding, which will just make the MAGAs just lose in Congress, just the Freedom Caucus, make them lose their little tiny minds. But what have they accomplished? They need something to talk about, so they're going to try to push all your buttons. They're going to talk about the women dying. I've got Temperance here. There'll be some bad actors, but I'm 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 of these cards are, yeah, a stark difference. Hello, Liminal Libra. What a great name. Elflower 1 star says, happy Sunday. Next Sunday, Christmas Eve. Can you believe it? Yes, that was Elflower 1 stars. CC Ryder says, I saw on MSNBC that DeSantis is now saying if Trump loses Iowa, he will say it was rigged. Trump will say it was rigged? Well, we know that. Mal says, oh, look, it's DeSantis' stopped clock moment. Yes. Yes. Mrs. Couture says, I hope they added some sage and some holy water to that hotel. Hello, Salty Chip. Linda Johnson says, doesn't the vice president oversee the January 6th electoral vote? And that would be Kamala Harris. Yes, but I'm just wrench works. Six of Wands. Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. No, this isn't. They are going to buy a bunch of hooey. Like right now, on the far right, they are saying, oh yeah, the polls are right. Biden's in terrible trouble. Nobody's going to vote for Biden. Everybody's going to vote for Trump. Can I quote you on that in 6 months? 8 months? So yeah, there's just not a lot here. There are some bad actors, but I'm not getting another January 6th, and I never have. So Joe Eliza says Moses Mike won't be there by then. Why do you think Joe Eliza? Why do you think he won't be there by then? Okay, so I've got to share this with you. Actually, do I have okay, yeah, I've got a meme break. Talk amongst yourselves. Hang on just a second. Talking about holy water in the hotel and all that kind of thing. Sarah sent me something yesterday. I just have to go back up and grab it. There it is. Meme break. Here we go. In the Trump Hotel. Share screen. Oh, who did this? Who's responsible for this? Okay. All right. So all right, meme break is over. Hello, dear Callis. All right. Moving on. 2340. Some of you who've been around for a while, you know that I love a good voice. I'm a sucker for a really good voice. And there are some people who are even rotten human beings, but they have beautiful voices. And it's just like, really, that's just heartbreaking. When just the waste of a good voice, the biggest waste of a good voice being Glenn Beck. He has the tone. He's really good. And he says the ugliest, dumbest, blankety blank, the most heinous, hateful hypocrisy. Anyway. Then you have then you have people who have, let's say, neither voice nor message. And there are a number of Republicans. A lot of them are from the South, without the southern twang. If they don't have the southern twang, they'll talk kind of high up in their sinuses. So they're talking like up here, kind of. There's something kind of that like that about that. Or actually, it hurts. It actually hurts to talk up in your sinuses. But Ted Cruz has yet to endorse Trump's 2024 run, and Trump is vaguely threatening Cruz on Truth to be careful. Is something going on behind the scenes? Ugh. Wheezy Squeezebox says, I once told a kid working at a McDonald's drive-thru window that he should be a voiceover actor. There's some beautiful voices out there. Matter of fact, Mal, where are you, Mal? Maladaptive has a channel with some very good voice work on it. Speak up, Joe Link. John Francis, Trump is threatening to reveal that Cruz is not a nice man. What's going on with Trump and Cruz? I don't like reading about Cruz. He's just icky. I mean, Trump is heinous, but ugh. I just had a shower too. Usually I shower in the evenings, but I just had a shower this morning. I just had a shower. We're going to be looking at some kitty toes in a minute, because whew. Three of Swords, Tower, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. Well, I keep like asking questions today, and I know it's Mercury retrograde, but I ask questions and the energy just goes, what? This energy is saying any kind of feud between Trump and Ted Cruz, don't worry about it. They've both got bigger problems. I know Trump has bigger problems, but Cruz has bigger problems, because this is saying, yes. January 20th, Pluto goes into Aquarius. And all kinds of things are going to come out. Star says you look fabulous in all colors. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Joe Eliza says, that's interesting. Uh-huh. Oh, CC Ryder. Something about, is Cruz getting a divorce? I don't know. There we go. Lucky Girl got the link. Maladaptive Daydream. Mal, show her some love. Link to Mal's channels in the description box. Joe Eliza says Texas maps redrawn. Oh, Wave Positive Change live in 30 minutes. Lori's going to be on after me. Temperance, 10 of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's, for what it's worth, I'm getting that right now is deceptively quiet. So, oh, Lucky Girl's the flu or something. I hope you feel better. Sorry about the delay. Posted the link. Oh no, you are the queen, Lucky Girl. The queen arrives exactly when she intends to. Oh, there she is. Okay, so yeah, it is deceptively quiet. Enjoy the holidays. Next year. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good thing I'm on literally every single day. Literally every single day, because there's going to be so much, like holy buckets. Valerie Sargent says we love Queen Lucky Girl. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, hang on. All right, so we're going to go on to Sherry Witt had a question. Very, very, very good question, which we've kind of been asking for a long time. Actually, we've been asking for, goodness gracious, 3 years? How many years? How many years have we been asking, are they going to catch the person who set those glorified firecrackers, YouTube? Are we going to find out who set those glorified firecrackers in the Capitol outside of the Democratic and Republican offices? I got at the time, and I got since, that whoever it was, I don't like, I don't like MTG. You know I don't like her. So if someone wants to convince me that was her, I'm not just going to say, oh, absolutely not. I'm going to say, oh, please prove it. Please prove it, but only with real evidence. So, but what I got was somebody going to ground. Somebody, let's say 32. Like somebody who had a huge bunker in their backyard or something, and they've just gone into hiding for several years or something. Kathy Barber says Jack knows everything. True. But let's see. Valerie Sargent is suggesting that George Santos did it. That was a frightening human being. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, there's a case. Oh, there's definitely a case. Nobody's said, oh, well, we'll never know. Not the DOJ. Not what I'm getting. King of Swords, 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Give it time. Yeah, they're still looking. And it's not just that person. That person was part of a cell group. That's a woman, and this is a mistake she's going to make. Wheel of Fortune. Give it time. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the bunker isn't a literal bunker. Maybe it's just going back to wherever and it's lying low. I don't know, but I'm getting a woman, and I'm getting Giovanna's is saying she was probably just a delivery girl. Oh, I got that it was like there were at least like 3 of them, like her and 2 men at least. But Chariot, 9 of Swords, Emperor, 9 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big surprise. The energy is in like stupid militia territory. I mean, the founding fathers may have made space in our Constitution for a well-regulated militia, but this is not what they had in mind. Yeeks. Okay. I'm getting, give it time. I am also getting, it's a woman. I always have. So, all right. Lindsey. 3615. Lindsey. The rancid mint julep himself. Every once in a while, at least Lindsey seems to kind of fade into the background. Those are good days. Alas, that is not today. Lindsey Graham doubled down on Trump's hateful esque rhetoric. Picture tiny mustache. That immigrants are, quote, poisoning the blood of this nation. No, they're not. When you think back on American history in the, say, just this 20th century, you think of famous people, all American men specifically. You think of, one of the people you could think of is Joe DiMaggio, right? Joe DiMaggio, American man, quintessential sports figure, married a movie star, Joe DiMaggio, right? Good old Joe, right? He was made fun of, even at the height of his fame, as a pasta eater. He got blowback because he was Italian. His family had immigrated from Italy. The stupid things these people are saying are just as stupid as that. Eliza says, I love pasta. I know, right? But Lindsey Graham, you rancid mint julep. On Meet the Press, Graham said that Trump was right and that 76 of Americans agree. I'm not sure 76% of Americans agree that water is wet and the sky is up. I no agree. What a vile garbage. I do. My great-grandmother, when she was 18, got a job on a ship crossing the Atlantic from Slovenia, Croatia, that area, from Slovenia to New York by herself at 18 in 1910. And then got there did whatever she needed to do, register, whatever, found the train, took the train to Pittsburgh, and then got jobs cleaning people's houses. Immigration. What the heck? Joe Eliza says, I think he meant 76 Americans, just 76 total. You may have something there. Yeah. Primitive Pascal says, fun fact. Bank of America was started by Italians. Oh, there we go. Joe Eliza says we're all immigrants. Well, not all. Paula is, her ancestors are from here, but most of us, yeah. Lindsey is so gross. All right. Anyway, when Trump is gone, will Lindsey and those like him soon follow? Sorry, I'll get off my soap. I get on my soapbox every once in a while, but it so disgusts me. I'm sorry. I just. Ugh. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Judgment. It's Lindsey. They're all going to be having some troubles. It's a matter of time. But right now, in the background, there's evidence being collected and organized and what have you. Right now, he's sitting pretty. He thinks there's nothing that can come against him. Hello, Judgment card. Don't get too comfortable, Lindsey. And I hope you've read the book, Who Moved My Cheese? Anyway. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. I get so disgusted. Anyway. Oh, here's a good question. At 4230. 4230. Jeff Clark joins Laura Loomer, Steve Bannon, and MTG in a showing of MAGAs who are they're done with Speaker Mikey. He hates everything Johnson. Moses Mike. How will Mikey handle controlling the floor in 2024? Michael says, I love that book. Well, that's something to keep in mind in life. Speaker Mikey in 2024. How's that going to go? I'd say not well. Card for the reading is Nine of Wands. Far right, feeling oh so picked upon. King of Wands, Star, Nine of Cups, Hierophant. Okay. You all followed Trump. That was your first mistake. The Star. Okay, this you're still here, and that's not a good idea. Just not. In the center, this is Democrats gaining ground. And Mikey, in the new year, this is the government. This would be the House. This would be the institution. Three of Cups. This can also be a card of evidence laid out, hearings where all the real evidence is laid out, not just what they want. And ultimately, these are Democrats. This little Democratic celebration here. I don't think it's going to go very well for Mikey next year. Funny that. Why can't they just be nice? Oh, boy. Jimmy Jones says, anyone see Rudy's presser? I only made it halfway through before turning green. Yeah, I think I heard most of it. It was stupid. He's going for the I'm Trump and I'm just going to double and triple down and somehow get away with that. My understanding is that the old definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Rudy? Yeah, but you're not going to listen to reason. Okay. Bye. See you on the news. Turning over some form of $148 million. 46. Kathy Barber had a question. 4610. Okay. Texas Supreme Court agrees with AG Paxton that women cannot get the health care they need. When it gets to the Supreme Court, how will they rule? Well, they've already ruled that it's up to the states. I hope somebody is looking at... Hi, you okay? Are you okay? Are you having some trouble sleeping? Am I making too much noise? Oh. We need... I need... See, it's all Christmassy. It's all Christmassy. See? And... Hello, sweetheart. Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay, good boy? He's just a precious. He's just a precious. You're all right. You're all right. He's a good boy. There we go. There. There we go. Okay. Back to this heinousness. 48 minutes. Sorry, I needed that. Mouse says, I've literally fought cats in here with me. I see a cat on the screen, and I'm like, kitty! And that's why we're friends. Oh, Robbie. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Smoosh. It's a bubble. Supreme Court, really? They're going to kick this back down to the states, too? Because you set this up. Women in America. It's also traditionally the card of pregnancy. Empress. 6 of Wands. Magician. 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Devil. Oh, they got their wish. They pulled that rabbit out of the hat. Republicans sitting pretty. And there's all the cruelty. Oh, thank you for being here, Cindy Lou. Joe Eliza says they need to fix the gerrymandering in Texas and get rid of these idiots. 5 of Pentacles. Well, this is not going to go well for Republicans. It is not. Okay, basically, this is the upshot right here. When this goes to the Supreme Court are going to be awful. We know that too many of them are bought and paid for. Too many of them are far right nut jobs. Center card, give things back to the states. Give them a little bit of what the states want. All this conservative garbage. This is not a good justice card. This is a Supreme Court passive, at minimum, passive aggressive garbage. But because of that, it ends with the World card and the Strength card. Go ahead. You better hope the Supreme Court doesn't just kick this back to the states. Because you're going to get stories like this. You're going to get arguments like this. You're going to get court battles like this across the country, different parts of the country, not everywhere, but all different parts of the country. You're going to hear horrible, heinous stories. It's not going away, and it's going to happen all through 2024 and during the next election. You want to talk about a blue wave? But don't expect anything from the Supreme Court for now. The good people are outnumbered, I'm afraid. Ay. Chicago's lovely. Chicago is a lovely city. 4 seasons. Lots of all the good theaters and restaurants and all the fun stuff you can do in big cities, skyscrapers and all of that. But you can still stop people on the street and ask them what time it is. So, yeah. All right. What's next? Brian Beecher. That's interesting. This is actually from this carried over from yesterday. 50, 52, 55. Okay. Will the movement to recreate and sanitize the legacy of Nixon, the Nixon presidency, be successful? I wouldn't think so, but let's have a look. Elflower and Stars says, how long have you been living in Chicago? Off and on, my whole life. But I moved down here this last time early in January of 2019. But yeah, I lived back here in 2007. I lived back here, over the years. Well, my sisters and their families live here, raised their families here. So. Two of Wands. Well, Nixon tried to be the emperor as much as he could at the time. Emperor, Justice, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. I don't think it's going to work. Because the only people trying to sanitize the Nixon presidency, they're Trump supporters, and Trump is going to... This is not going to end well for him. It's just not. And by the way, Dumpy, where's the 10-inch binder? Meadows, Dumpy, where's the 10-inch binder with all the Russian intelligence on Russia that you just unredacted, you just walked away with? Yeah, this is the more justice we get. And besides, what Nixon did looks downright quaint compared to what Trump did. Trump has done, Trump is doing. And an insult to injury here, it's just, there will be a few people who are charitable toward Nixon's legacy, but no, he will be forever defined by, I am a crook. All right, where am I? 5540. Oh, okay. At 55, okay, 54:45. All right. While we know that with the Democratic majority, the Senate would never agree to impeach Biden, there's speculation that if the House did move forward with the impeachment proceedings, no more than a small handful of GOP senators would actually vote for it for fear of losing their own seats. More actually try. Basically, how would this go? How would this go? So if the House is dumb enough to go forward with impeachment proceedings against Biden, it goes to the Senate. Judy Bartholomew says, another reader said, the binder full of national security items was protected by our security levels at the Pentagon and FBI. They didn't give him all the pertinent information. I hope not. I hope they kept something back. But he still had plenty. Ten of Wands. You want to impeach Biden? Yeah, we're not here to. You better best prove it. They're just wasting time. They're just, seriously, on the right, the whole Biden thing, it is to waste time. What can they talk about other than this? They lost the presidency. They lost control of the Senate. They barely have control of the House. They have nothing to show for anything. Trump has 91 charges against him now, criminal charges against him. Not to mention he was found by a jury to have committed SA. What else are they going to talk about? Every loss Trump has reflects on them. And they can sit there and say, oh, look how important we are. We'll just repeat the lie, repeat the lie, repeat the lie. But that's not Biden going to prison. That's not Biden leaving the White House. Not because of this. Joyce Matthews says, if they vote to impeach Biden tomorrow, they'll still vote party lines. He's impeached, right? It would, if they did, it would mean he was impeached. But there's some Republicans in very purple districts who are saying, look, I agreed to let you investigate, but you better show up with not only a smoking gun, but a smoking gun over a target full of holes. Yeah, this is they're wasting time. That is their whole point, and they need something to talk about. So fake outrage, project onto the other side. Oh, Laura said something here I very much agree with. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you say, but Laura Hammond Davis says the intelligence community must act as if the information has already been compromised. Yes. Yes. Who was it? Who was it was saying that if this had happened in 2003, whoever this person who had taken this stuff would be in Guantanamo? Evidence. It's all about the evidence. Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, Six of Cups. They're trying, but it's weak. And Democrats are hanging together with the truth. You hang out with the truth, it usually ends up going pretty well for you. You do the right thing, you're... Cortana, play Karma by Taylor Swift. Giovanna, Midas Touch said that yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't remember. I listened to so much news. It's just kind of washing. Sometimes I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, Valerie started 5 years of looking. All right. Well, we got through another set of U.S. political shenaniganery. Oh, Lori's starting right now at the Way of Positive Change. Do head over to the Way of Positive Change. I'm going to... I've got that link handy. Let me YouTube. Please don't forget, you're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. There really are. And let me, as I said, I'll put it in the description box, and then everybody can go over. Lori from the Way of Positive Change is on with Denise Knight from Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. They are both beautiful in Christmas red, with beautiful red and gold background. Highly recommend. And if you need a personal reading, Lori is excellent. Lori from the Way of Positive Change. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hang in there. And I will see you right back here tomorrow.